The pursuer-distancer dynamic. I'm about to blow some people's minds with this one, and here's why. This is a dynamic that has probably been happening all around you your entire life outside of sales, and you were never even aware of it. So in a relationship, whether it be a sales relationship or whether it be an interpersonal relationship, there is always a distancer and there is always a pursuer. There's always one person that sees the other person as having more value, and there is a distancer, or the person that sees the pursuer as having less value within that relationship. Now, an example of this can be found pretty easily with anybody that's ever had a romantic relationship. We've all liked somebody more than they've liked us. And what happens? The more that you chase them, thinking that, oh, if I just open up to them more, maybe they'll like me better, the absolute opposite happens. The more that you chase and start to pursue them, the more and more they distance. So why is it that if we can see it so clearly in an interpersonal relationship like that, that most salespeople, probably yourself included, make their whole sales pitch around just being the pursuer and pursuing while their prospect distances until they a lot of times just suffocate their prospect into making a buying decision. Now, the distancer always has more power in the relationship. This should be relatively obvious. The distancer is the person that is more willing to walk away, therefore they hold more power in the relationship. And a good sale should begin as you being the pursuer, because I mean, you're calling them most of the time, for heaven's sake. So to some degree, you are the pursuer and you are pursuing them, but it should not end as you being the pursuer. You should flip these dynamics. And a lot of the principles that I'm going to be teaching you will help you flip these dynamics. For instance, takeaways. The most common tactic for beginning to switch from pursuer to distancer is a takeaway. Now, takeaways are a two-step process. Step one, we provide value. First way that we provide value, WIFM. What's in it for me? That's what everybody's concerned about when they're on a phone call or interacting with anybody ever since the dawn of human existence. What's in it for me? Your prospect just wants to know what's in it for them. Now, the second thing that you're going to introduce in order to solve for WIFM, what's in it for me, is VAP, your value added proposition. Now, if you're working for a company, they should provide you with a value added proposition. A value added proposition is just whatever value your service or product offers, and a good way of orchestrating that easily to your client or relaying that easily to your prospect. And they should provide you with that. If you work for yourself, then it should be sometimes even easier. If you created it, you should know what the value added proposition is because you were the one that thought that it was valuable enough for you to create in the first place. So you give them value, you give them some sort of value. And then step two is just like takeaways sound, you take away that value in RB tonality. Take away the value in RB tonality. So rapport breaking tonality, remember. And one of the ways that we can take away that value is with only if statements. It's a go-to of mine for if I'm trying to take away value. So, John, I will work with you, but only if blank. I only work with clients that show up on time, that are taking notes, and that are serious. I don't work with clients who don't want to actually learn sales. I don't work with clients who are looking for their quick sales fix to get from 10 deals to 12 deals. I look for the client that wants to be the top of the board regardless of how long it takes. Only if statements. What you're doing is you're providing the value using WIFM, what's in it for me, and your value added proposition, and then you're taking it away with the only if statements. And in doing so, we start to shift the dynamics of pursuer and distancer. You start to be the one that's distancing, and if you've done step one properly, they will start to follow and pursue. That is pursuer distancer. I'll see you guys in seeding and reference experiences.